Any questions regarding previous sessions?
No, sir.
No, sir.
So in today's topic, we are going to cover up social engineering and DOS attack. So basically, what is social engineering? So social engineering is the art of convincing user to reveal sensitive or confidential information. So if you want to get some sensitive information from a person, you will try to social engineering on him or her. You will try to convince the user to reveal the confidential information. And coming to the social engineering practical part, I'm not going deep in the theoretical portion. You can read theory. I have provided you the module book. You can read theory. And coming to the practical part, the first practical is perform social engineering attack using various techniques. The first is sniff users' credential using the social engineering toolkit. And the second is perform phishing using Shellfish, which is basically a GitHub tool. So we will do the practical part. We will try the both tools. And you can, there are two methods also available in which you can detect a phishing attack. The first is you can detect phishing using the Netcraft extension. And the second is you can detect phishing using the Fish Tank. Basically, Fish Tank is a website which is fighting against the spamming and
Phishing URLs and all.
phishing URLs. And the third way is audit organization security for phishing attacks. You can audit your organization to identify the phishing attacks. And there is a platform which is OFish. So the first practical is perform social engineering using various techniques. So social engineering techniques are used to gather sensitive information from people or the organizations in order to commit fraud or carry out some criminal activities. So if a hacker wants to hack somebody, or if he wants credit card number, bank account number, details, telephone numbers, or any kind of confidential information from the organization or any kind of any individual person, then he will try to social engineering, and he will try to convince the people to get the sensitive information. So we are going to use a tool which is social engineering toolkit, and let me show you. I am in my Kali, and we have a tool which is SE toolkit. In brief, it is SE toolkit, and in explanation, social engineering toolkit, SE toolkit. So you have to run it as sudo. Do you agree the terms of conditions? Yes. And you can see it is attractive menu, and which is showing you select from the menu. So you have to use the social engineering attack because we are doing a social engineering attack. Select option 1, and I'm going to use website attack vectors. So basically, website attack vectors is a unique way of utilizing multiple web-based attacks in order to compromise the intended victim. And what I want to do, I want to get the credential. So credential harvester attack method. So I have to select the credential harvester attack method. And here are three options. The first method will allow SE toolkit to import a list of predefined web applications that it can utilize within the attack. The second is site cloner. The second method will completely clone a website of your choosing and allow you to utilize. So we are going to clone a website, and I'm selecting the option B, which is site cloner, and IP address for the post back in harvester tab mapping. So here you have to type your IP address. So I'm putting my IP address 192.168. 0.110. Now enter the URL to clone, which website you want to clone. So here I am putting https://www.facebook.com, and I'm trying to cloning the facebook.com. Hit enter. Cloning the website http. This could take a little bit, and the social engineering toolkit credential harvester attack. Credential harvester is running in port 80, and information will be displayed to you as it arrives below. So what I have to do, I have to open the IP address of the victim machine. Yeah, the IP address that I provide in the creating the attack. And what was the port? Port 80. It was port 80. So here you can see I have to type the email. This is a fake page. Basically, it is a phishing attack. So we are trying to attack a person by using the fake profile page. And here, as I type the email address and the password, and hit OK, you will redirect to the original Facebook page. But here we have retrieved data. Now we have to observe the data and we have to find out the username and password. So let me search the password. Post client. So you can see the email was rajat@crow.in and the password was hacker. So this is the type of attack you can use in social engineering, and it is a phishing attack. So you can perform an attack using the SE toolkit to hack a person by phishing. You can clone any website front page and you can send it to the victim. Whenever the victim click on the page and put his or her credential, you will get the credential in your terminal. So this was the first method, and the second is using the shellfish tool. So I am going to the GitHub directory and I will clone a tool which is shellfish.sh. Here you have to type shellfish GitHub and make sure the author of the shellfish tool is Abir Hassan 2005, because this tool is working properly. Other tools are not working properly. They are outdated now and they are not working properly. So you have to clone the URL here and you can use it. But I have already installed the shellfish tool on my terminal, on my Kali Linux machine. So I am moving to the shellfish folder. And here I have to execute the shellfish. So if you want to execute the shellfish, first identify the extension. So the extension is .sh, which means shell. It is a bash file. So the extension would be bash shellfish.sh. And here is the menu. You can choose Facebook, Instagram, Google, Netflix, PayPal, Steam, Twitter, any kind of account you can use here. I'm going to use Instagram. So I am selecting the option 2. And there are 3 methods to hack Instagram. The first is traditional login page. You will get a simple login page where you have to put your credentials. The second method is auto followers login page. You can convince a person that I can increase your followers, or you can increase your followers yourself. So if you want to increase your followers, you have to go to this page and you have to put your username and password. So the victim, whenever the victim put his or her username and password on the web page, you will get the credential. And the third is blue badge verify login page. Basically, you can see there are lots of celebrities, they have a blue badge on their Instagram, which is also called a blue tick on their Instagram profile. So you can convince a person that I can give you a blue badge on your Instagram page. So this is the way you can convince a person for putting their credential, and you can hack them. So I will choose option 2, auto followers login page. And there are 4 methods if you want to perform the attack in your same network. Suppose the target on which you are going to perform the attack is in your Wi-Fi or is in your company, and they have the same network, then you can use localhost. And if you are attacking a person that is not in your range or in your network, then you can use the ngrok.io. So I'm choosing the option 2, hit enter, and it will launch a ngrok link. Then what we will do, we will copy the link and we will sort it with the help of Bitly, and we will send it to the target. So this is my link, and I will copy it and I will short it because it could be suspicious. So I will short it Bitly. I will put my malicious link here and I will short it, and a shorted link will be created. I will copy this link. I will send it to the victim. Whenever the victim click the link, he will get a page, free Instagram followers, free Instagram followers and free Instagram likes on Instagram. So this will ask for the login. Suppose the victim put their detail, and they will get an error message. It was not possible to connect, access and verify Instagram app and try again. And but boom, we have got the credential.
So,
Yes.
ये जो वेबसाइट एंड लिंक है ना सर,
हम्म,
तो आई हैव ट्राइड दिस, बट सर जो लिंक है वो एक बार के बाद सेकंड टाइम और होती नहीं है। वो बोलते हैं कि मल्टीपल रिक्वेस्ट आ गई हैं इन गिवन अमाउंट ऑफ टाइम।
हम्म,
तो सर फॉर एग्जांपल मैंने किसी को सेंड किया,
हम्म,
तो कभी उसने क्लिक किया, उसके बाद बंद करके फिर से ऑन किया, तो उसे तो पता चल जाएगा।
हम्म।
तो सर उसके लिए क्या करना है?
देखो उसके लिए फिर क्या होगा कि इसमें जो ngrok का सर्वर है ये फ्री वाला होता है,
हाँ सर।
लेकिन आप क्या कर सकते हो, खुद का ngrok बना सकते हो। मतलब आप ngrok पे साइन अप करके जाने के बाद आपको खुद का एक अकाउंट मिल जाएगा। वो लिंक आपका 7 से 8 घंटे तक वैलिड रहता है।
सर वो एक्टिवेशन लिंक ना,
हाँ, और
सर
उस लिंक
वही
को,
ट्राई किया था, लेकिन उसी में वही आ रहा है कि आफ्टर, मतलब जैसे कि सर आप एक बार फिर से उसी लिंक पे क्लिक करके देखिए।
ठीक है, इसको हम हटाते हैं यहाँ से और वापस अपना टर्मिनल ओपन करते हैं। अभी करेगा ये।
मेरे में तो सर आता, हमें जब भी सेकंड टाइम करता हूँ मेरे में आता है कि रिक्वेस्ट वो हो गया।
हाँ, वो कभी कभी इश्यूज आ जाते हैं ऐसे, वो इस वजह से भी आ जाते हैं कि कई बार क्या होता है, जो आप टूल यूज कर रहे हो ना, ये शेलफिश का मैंने आबिर हसन का जो बताया आपको, ये इसीलिए बताया है क्योंकि कुछ बग्स ऐसी थी पुराने वाले शेलफिश में जो चलती नहीं थी। जेट फिशर में भी थी,
तो मैंने
तो
ब्लैक आई यूज किया था।
ब्लैक आई में भी थी,
हाँ।
सोशल फिश में भी थी। तो उसको पैच करके फिर ये वाला अपडेटेड बनाया गया। ये बग इसमें नहीं आई है अभी तक। आप ट्राई करना, अगर अगर आती है इसको तो फिर इसका कोई और अल्टरनेट निकालेंगे।
ये
ठीक है। सो तो ये भी एक मेथड था कि हम इससे हैक कर सकते हैं। और हमारे पास कौन सा मेथड दिया हुआ है यहाँ पर, How to detect a phishing link? So there are two methods. You can use the Netcraft extension. So I am going to install Netcraft extension from the Google Web Store. So you can put Google Web Store here. And type Netcraft. You have to add the extension in your browser. And it has been added. And you can see whenever I visit a site, it will show you the rank of the site as well as the risk of the site. So google.com, google.co.in, risk is 0, country US, first in 2003, and SSL version 3 not supported, Google LLC host, and site rank is 1 to 3. Now I am copying my phishing link. And you can see it does not identify risk. The risk rating is 7. So it has detected that it is a malicious URL, and you can see the URL of the site is this and report malicious URL, and it is a phishing link. So it can identify the risk rating is 7. If the risk rating is high, you can observe it that the site is malicious. And I'm also putting a link. The site was
सर शेलफिश कहाँ से डाउनलोड किया उसका लिंक भेज सकते हैं?
ठीक है, चैट बॉक्स पे फॉरवर्ड करता हूँ अभी। गिटहब पे जैसे आप लिखोगे ना शेलफिश, तो आबिर हसन आ जाएगा आपके पास। शेलफिश गिटहब जैसे आप ये लिखोगे, ठीक है, और यहाँ पे लिनक्स चॉइस हटा देना, सिर्फ गिटहब तक लिखना। देन आपके पास ये आबिर हसन राइटर है, इसका ऑथर, ये अपडेटेड है, तो इसमें वर्क कर रहे हैं अभी 10 to 12 मंथ ही हुए हैं इसमें।
ओके सर।
तो यहाँ पे ये एक यूरल है, कोरोना फेस्टेस डबल है। So we have used the Netcraft, and I am using a website, Fish Tank. Fish Tank. This is the website where you can identify a phishing link. Now I am putting my phishing link here, and is it a fish?
सर फिश टैंक का एक प्रॉब्लम है सर
हम्म,
कि कभी उसके डेटाबेस में होता नहीं है तो वो मना का मतलब उसको पता ही नहीं होता ना, तो वो बताता ही नहीं है ये फिश है कि नहीं।
हाँ इसने बोल दिया ना यहाँ पर नथिंग नोन अबाउट
हाँ
दिस।
सर, मतलब कभी ये फिश है तो आपको निकाल के इसमें रजिस्टर मतलब वो करना पड़ेगा, डेट डालना पड़ेगा।
हम्म,
फिर आप जब नेक्स्ट टाइम करेंगे तब जाके होगा। तो ये हमने यूज किया था तभी ये एरर आया था।
कोई और साइड देखते हैं।
और तनुज ने फिशिंग लिंक के लिए वेबसाइट वो बनाया था एक्सटेंशन।
इसने
तनुज ने सर।
अनुज कौन सा एक्सटेंशन बनाया था?
सर वो ऐसे मतलब हमारे R&D के उसमें किया था, तो अनूप और मैं थे उसमें।
अच्छा,
हाँ
तो वैसे तो आजकल एंटीवायरस इतने पावरफुल हो चुके हैं कि अगर आपके सिस्टम में कोई फिशिंग लिंक है भी तो वो आपको आइडेंटिफाई कर देता है। इवन
हाँ
मैं
सर।
अपने जो मेरा खुद का एंटीवायरस में इसमें यूज करता हूँ, ई सेट नॉट 32 यूज करता हूँ मैं। सो सबसे पावरफुल और सबसे नंबर वन एंटीवायरस में माना जाता है, क्योंकि इसकी खुद की एक ऐसी लैब है जो मालवेयर एनालिसिस पे बहुत डीप एनालिसिस करती है। इवन कई सारी ऐसी चीजें भी हैं जो विंडोज डिफेंडर नहीं पढ़ पाता और ये उसको ब्लॉक कर देता है। तो अगर मैं आपको ARP स्कैन करके भी दिखाऊं ना अपने सिस्टम पर, तो ये उसको भी पिंग करके पकड़ लेता है। And you can see the pop-up has been came up. Network threat blocked. ARP cache poisoning attack. A computer on the network is sending malicious traffic. This can be attempt to attack your computer. The threat was blocked. तो इसलिए इवन ये वर्चुअल मशीन पे भी काम कर रहा होता है, इतनी स्ट्रांग प्रोटेक्शन है इसमें।
सर कौन सा है?
ई सेट नोट 32 अब तक का सबसे बेस्ट एंटीवायरस यही है, बिकॉज
सर
वी कैन
बट
नॉट। हाँ,
विंडोज में अब एंटीवायरस की जरूरत भी है, विंडोज 10 वगैरह में।
देखो विंडोज 10 जो नॉर्मल यूसेज करते हो ना आप, सिर्फ डॉक्यूमेंटेशन प्रेजेंटेशन छोटी मोटी चीजें ब्राउजिंग सर्फिंग, उनके लिए तो सही है, उनके लिए किसी एंटीवायरस की जरूरत नहीं है। लेकिन हम लोगों के लिए जो टेक्निकल है और ऐसे मॉलिशियस पेलोड सॉफ्टवेयर को एग्जीक्यूट करते रहते हैं, डाउनलोड करते रहते हैं पीडीएफ को, कंटेंट्स को टेलीग्राम से करते रहते हैं, तो हमारे लिए ये सब जरूरी है।
सर
ठीक है।
कभी हमने वो सारा वर्चुअल मशीन में किया फिर।
हाँ वर्चुअल में, वैसे तो वर्चुअल में ही करेंगे, लेकिन फिर भी एक माइंड में रहता है कि एक्स्ट्रा लेयर ऑफ प्रोटेक्शन होनी चाहिए।
जी सर,
और
लेकिन एंटीवायरस स्लो नहीं कर देता थोड़ा?
ये बिल्कुल परफॉर्मेंस डाउन नहीं करेगा, बिल्कुल भी। आपकी परफॉर्मेंस बिल्कुल यूं समझ लो एकदम स्मूथ रहती है, आपके सिस्टम के रिसोर्सेज को बहुत कम कंज्यूम करता है। और ये आइडल मोड पे रहता है, जैसे इसको कोई मॉलिशियस ऐप मिलता है ये उसको तभी की तभी वहीं पे क्लीन अप कर देता है। आपके रिसोर्सेज को बैकग्राउंड में हंगरी, रिसोर्स हंगरी नहीं है, बस 48 टू 45 MB को लेता है बस सिस्टम में, तो बहुत मिनिमल है।
तो इसका क्रैक मिल जाएगा?
नहीं इसका क्रैक नहीं मिलता भाई, सबसे बड़ी
सर
प्रॉब्लम यही है।
पेड है क्या?
पेड है।
हाँ, डॉलर्स में दिखा नहीं क्या तेरे को?
वैसे ही इंडियन रुपीज में मैं दिखाता हूँ आपको, कुछ ये पड़ता है। इसका आपको अगर लेना हो कभी तो आप इंटरनेट सिक्योरिटी लेना, फॉर होम। आप ये ले सकते हो, इसका आपको इंटरनेट सिक्योरिटी सारी प्रोटेक्शन मिल जाती है आपको। अगर हम इसको बाय की बात करें तो ये कुछ पड़ेगा आपको, इंटरनेट सिक्योरिटी 1 ईयर का 1239 रुपये का पड़ेगा, 1 डिवाइस के लिए। इसका प्रीमियम सिक्योरिटी बहुत महंगा है। बस एक ही फीचर है इसमें, एक दो फीचर एक्स्ट्रा हैं, सेफली स्टोर एंड प्रीफिल पासवर्ड्स, पासवर्ड मैनेजर भी है इसका, और इनक्रिप्ट कर देता है ये आपकी फाइल्स और फोटोज को। बस इसमें ये 2 फीचर एक्स्ट्रा हैं, बाकी सारी चीजें सेम है इंटरनेट में और प्रीमियम में। और अगर नॉर्मल वाला है तो वो लेना बेकार है, जब आप इतना दोगे तो उससे सस्ता तो यही है। बस
नॉर्मल वाले में कम फीचर्स है।
यहाँ पे 3 इयर्स का है ना ये,
अच्छा हाँ वो भी है।
बस यहाँ पे एक गेम है, लेकिन यहाँ पे आपको ये सब चीजें प्रोटेक्टेड नहीं मिलेंगी। ये सिर्फ उनके लिए जो ऑफलाइन यूज करते हैं सिस्टम्स को, बस। तो यहाँ पे हमारे सोशल इंजीनियरिंग में जो प्रैक्टिकल हैं वो 2 प्रैक्टिकल दिए हुए हैं, ठीक है। पहला प्रैक्टिकल है आपका कि आप यहाँ पर, एक मिनट, यस, so there are 2 practicals available. The first is social engineering toolkit and the second is selfish tool. And you can also detect the phishing attack by using the netcraft extension, and you can report a phishing link on a website which is fish tank. So these are the methods for doing social engineering. But in day-to-day life, social engineering basically is not based on tool. So ये आपके ऊपर डिपेंड करता है कि आपकी टेक्निकल पावर और कन्विंसिंग पावर कितनी अच्छी है, and how you can convince a person. The main factor is this. So this was the social engineering module, and now coming to the next upcoming next module, which is DOS. So can anybody tell me what is DOS?
So basically traffic, किसी भी वेबसाइट पे मल्टीपल ट्रैफिक जाती है।
Sending unlegitimate traffic on a website to downgrade the services of that website or to make the website unavailable. Suppose if Amazon hire hackers and said perform a DOS attack for 2 hours on a Flipkart, then what will the result? The Flipkart will be go down for 2 hours, and that cause a lot of millions of losses to the Flipkart, and Amazon will sell more and more product. DOS attack basically performed to take revenge or to downgrade the reputation of a particular company or a person in the market. So what is basically DOS? DOS means denial of service, and denial of service is an attack on a computer or a network that reduce, restrict, and prevent accessibility of a system resource to its legitimate user. So who are the legitimate users? The users whose account is on the website. Suppose you are using the internet banking and your account is in the SBI bank account, and you are trying to use internet banking, but you are not able to use the internet banking as the website is or the service is slow down or down. It could be a DOS attack also, intentionally, that is performed intentionally to affect the reputation of a particular company in the market. So if you are performing a DOS attack at your own, then it will call denial of service. And if a group of persons, a group of computers is performing a DOS attack, then it will not call DOS, it will call distributed denial of service attack, DDoS. So basically DDoS attack is when a lot of persons are available to perform a particular attack on a particular website, and you can use hacked computers also. So what are the practical part? So the first practical is perform a DOS attack, SYN flood attacking. on the target host using Metasploit. So I am going to use Metasploit framework to perform a SYN flood attacking on a target machine. Then there is option second, perform a DOS attack on a target host using HPing3. You can also use HPing3 tool. There are two tools also available. The first is HOIC and the second is LOIC. You can use these tools on the Linux as well as the Windows. So I am going to use the Windows tool first. So coming to the Windows machine and let me download the LOIC tool. एंड गाइज प्लीज रिमेंबर, जब भी आप डॉस अटैक परफॉर्म करते हैं तो जरूरी नहीं है कि आपका 5 मिनट 10 मिनट में वेबसाइट डाउन हो जाएगी. Suppose a website has a limit of 5 lakh users in a second, in a minute, in an hour. Then you have to cross the 5 lakh limit. Then you can perform DOS attack. And it will take time to cross the limit of 5 lakh, or it will take time to send fake traffic which is equals to 5 lakh or more than 5 lakh. Then your site will be slow or down. If your site is not slow down, then there is a possibility that it is not vulnerable with the DOS attack. And nowadays big firms or big websites are using Cloudflare protection to protect themselves from the DOS attacks. So it is not easy to perform a DOS attack on any website, but now a lot of government sites are also available on which you can attack a DOS, and but it is not a good practice to attack on a government site because it could be an illegal activity and a legal action can be taken against you. So you can perform DOS attack on testing platform like testphp.vulnerweb.com, or you can also perform the attacks on a website that is certifiedhacker.com. So I am showing the process how you can do these things. I have downloaded the LOIC, low orbit ion cannon, and I'm also downloading the HOIC tool, which is high orbit ion cannon. So these are the tools and I am extracting it. First, I am going to use the HOIC tool and I am running as administrator. And here you have to put the target. So to adding the target, you have to click on the plus icon. Here you can type testphp.vulnerweb, which is my target. And you can select the power low, medium or high. I'm selecting the power high and I'm adding this target. And you can set the threads. I'm just sending the threads 5 and fire the laser. And it has started sending the traffic on a particular website that I have mentioned in the URL. So the website is wrong because it was test.php and it is est.php. But the process is this. You have to follow this process to perform a DOS attack on a particular website by using the HOIC tool. I'm stopping it because I am not going to attack. And the second tool is LOIC, low orbit ion cannon. Here you have to type the IP address or the URL of the website, testphp.vulnerweb.com. Log on, and here is the IP address of the victim machine. Here you have to select the TCP method and just click on EMA Chargenma laser and it will start to send traffic requested this, and you can see the traffic is going very fastly. Let me open up the test PHP. And you can see the website is slow down because the traffic is high. We have sent the traffic in 70 lakhs, 76, 77. And you can see the website is slow down. It is not opening. It is taking time. And the site cannot be reachable. A DOS attack has been performed on the website. That's why it is not reachable. So I'm stopping it because it will crash the site. And you can see a lot of traffic was sent over the website. So this was the method to perform a DOS attack on a particular website by using the LOIC and HOIC tool. So guys, is it clear now? Is there any question till now?
No, sir.
Now coming to the next practical, which is HPing 3 and Metasploit SYN flood. So I'm going to perform a SYN flood attack by using the Metasploit. So how you can perform a DOS attack by using the Metasploit, I'm going to show you. You have to clear up your terminal and here you have to type MSF console. So Metasploit has been started and you can change the banner of the Metasploit if you are not liking the banner that is showing. You can use banner command. Banners. This is good. I love cells. Egypt. So here you have to search SYN flood, and you can see there is auxiliary which is SYN flood. And let me open the Metasploitable machine, or I will perform the attack on my Windows 8 machine just for testing purpose. 108. Now what will I do? I will use the auxiliary. Use auxiliary DOS TCP SYN flood. Now type show options. And here you can see you have to put the R host. So what is R host? R host is the target machine's URL. So let me put my R host 192.168.0. And what was the IP address of my machine? It was 108. So 108. Hit enter. Now the port is R port. So I am performing the SYN flood attack on port 80. And you have to type run. It is not putting, you don't have permission to capture on the device. Okay. So let me change the IP address of the machine. I have to open the Metasploit. Guys, are you getting the videos after the session?
हाँ सर.
Okay. One 168 0.109. So now I will try to run, and it is not putting the okay. Set R port, and R port is 21. Show options, and it is asking for the S host. S host, in which you can type any IP address to hide your identity. Set H host as host 10.10.21 and run. Call stack auxiliary failed, runtime error ETS. I think there is something wrong. Let me do it again.
सर सिंक फ्लड के लिए हम लोग hping भी यूज कर सकते हैं.
हाँ, दोनों यूज कर सकते हैं. As host means spoofable source address 10.10.10.20, and I will type exploit now. And now it has been started. The error was I was not running the Metasploit framework as root. I was running Metasploit framework as normal user. So it is a big problem if you are not using the Metasploit framework as a root, then it will generate an error. So SYN flooding is performing on my, and how do you know that the attack is working or not? You can use the Wireshark tool. A Wireshark tool show you the traffic which is performing from this IP on the port 21. You can see this is the spoofable IP address which we have created 10.10.10.20, and this is the destination, our target machine, and the protocol that I am sending TCP. And what is the port number? The port number is 21. It is sending traffic on the port 21 and we are flooding. So I'm not going to run this attack. I'm just stopping it. So this was the way you can perform SYN fin attack on a particular port to close the services. If you want to, the user will not be able to use the port number 21 if you are performing this attack. And if you put an attack on the port 80, he will not be able to use the internet service on his machine. So this is the way you can perform DOS attack. And there is another tool which is called hping. So hping is also a powerful tool, and you can use the hping tool, hping 3-s, which means target IP address, and -a spoofable address, and you can perform the hping attack also on a particular port. So suppose, let me show you the, you can put hping 3-s capital S and target IP address. So target machine is 192.168.0.109. -a attacker's fake IP address. -p the port number on which we are going to perform attack, and -- flood. And let me put sudo so that it can work properly. And it has performed flood, which means DOS attack on the port 22. And you can also identifying it by using the Wireshark tool. So guys, your lab manual is your notebook also. Everything is explained and everything is there in your lab manual. I am following the lab manual. For theory book, you can read module book, but if you want to do the practice on practicals, or if you want to understand the scenario, then you should go for lab manual. Everything is in the lab manual. I am not using any kind of notes. You can see in your videos, even I am not using any kind of notes in your classes, because everything is in your lab manual, and your lab manual is separated from your module book. I have shared the lab manual with you, and I have also shared the module book with you. So if you have time issues, then you can go for the lab manual, which is good, and you can learn everything from the lab manual. Every attack that I am performing is in your lab manual. Every attack step-by-step process has been given in your lab manual, and you can read all the steps and you can perform these attacks. So it is not a tough task, and if you get stuck at any situation, you can easily ping to me, or you can ask freely any question to me. So this was the way you can perform DOS attacks. Now coming to the savior portion, how can I prevent myself from this kind of attacks? So there is a tool which is anti-DDoS Guardian. You can use this tool in your systems to protect yourself from any kind of DOS attack. So this tool will not let the hacker to perform a DOS attack in your system. So that's it for the today's topic, and these were some practicals and modules that you can practice yourself. Everything is given in your lab manual book as well as the module